How's it going, everyone? Texas Man here, back with another video. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. If you guys would please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all. Make sure you guys hit the bell notification button. Select all for all notifications. You guys don't miss out on future content here on the channel. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about Doctor Who, the story and the engine episode that just dropped recently here on Disney Plus here in 2025. If you guys have missed out on anything Doctor Who related, I do have a playlist here on the channel. I'll try to leave a link to it at the end of the video. I'm also currently streaming on Twitch, Douglas447, Doom the Dark Ages on a regular basis until I finish the campaign. So make sure you guys head over there, follow, completely free, and I would greatly appreciate it. I honestly forgot that this show existed, and I think Disney kind of has forgotten about it as well, because I think their focus has been more on Star Wars, which isn't horrible, because Star Wars Andor recently has been really, really good, and they've been really promoting that, and along with, May the 4th and all that other Star Wars goodiness, they've really been pushing Star Wars on Disney Plus. But you know how, if you log on to a subscription service, they'll have that, main slideshow of, the best 5 to 10 things that are the most current and most watched stuff? Doctor Who's not on there. It doesn't even have, a little slideshow that's, 2 seconds long, and it's like, hey, new episode's out. The only reason I knew that there was a new episode out is because, I'm talking about the show, Good, Bad, and the Ugly, on a regular basis. But I think a lot of people have just forgotten about the show, and it shows by the ratings. People aren't watching Doctor Who anymore. People are more intrigued to watch people talk about the show online than actually watch the show, which is both good and bad, I guess. But I can't blame Disney not wanting to push this episode a lot, because this episode is just garbage. It is straight dog shit, dog water. Okay? This episode, there is a lot of talking, and it's a very confusing episode. When I finished watching this episode, I was just like, what was the point of this episode? It felt like a waste of an hour, 40 minutes, whatever. It felt like I wasted time, because from the beginning of the episode to the end of the episode, when it got to the end, I was like, nothing had changed. Nothing drastic had happened within the Doctor Who franchise. Nothing had drastically happened to the Doctor or the nurse. This is an episode that, if you literally skipped it, you wouldn't miss a thing. There is nothing in this episode that is important. It's actually more of a companion piece, a tie-in episode, with another episode that came out during the Jodie Whittaker era, which, if you guys haven't figured out yet, 1, I haven't watched. 2, I hate, because it was just feminist empowerment. And so there were things said and done that I was like, I don't understand, and then, you know what, I just don't much care. I just don't care. This episode also tries to explain how the gods are fed, and somehow the Doctor is a part of it. It is so convoluted and complex, it makes no sense. It makes the whole, it's bigger on the inside for the TARDIS, look like elementary school. Everything that is tried to be explained with the gods and the engine, and the stories having to feed the engine, and that somehow the Doctor's brain and hearts are involved. It is so disjointed, it makes no sense. Now, a lot of people have told me, well, if you watch it a second time, it makes more sense. I shouldn't have to watch something twice for it to make sense. I should be able to enjoy it and it make logical sense the first time, and then rewatch it and get more enjoyment out of it. Not the other way around, okay? This episode also spends a lot of time hammering at you, the audience member, two messaging things that, for whatever reason, all white people in 2019 just hate all black people, and they don't want them within society, which, I hate to break it to you, is completely wrong, and honestly feels a little bit racist. And this episode also deals with slavery and how people would cut their hair a certain way to create a map for this underground railroad system in Africa. I just like, how in the hell is tackling these subjects for 40 minutes? And that's what this episode is. That's all it is. It is a politically, socially indoctrinating episode about all white people hate black people and slavery and trying to get around it and abolish it. Now, I have no problem tackling racism and slavery within an episode. But if your entire episode is just 40 minutes dealing with those two things, and it's not integrated with the proper sci-fi story or whatever story it is, if it's not integrated well with it, and it's just bashing your head, bashing the audience over and over and over, like, we're right. There's no like debate or anything. It's just like everyone agrees that everything that black people suffer is just complete 100% evil by the white folk. There is no check and balance system. Okay? This is not entertainment. Like, good entertainment presents both sides of the coin and allows the audience to make up their own mind instead of bashing you over the head and telling you, you better believe what we say or you're just completely evil and wrong and you need to leave society. That's not entertainment. Best example of this would be Star Trek. Providing both sides of the coin, allowing the audience to make up their own mind based on the information given to them. Obviously, you know, a show will eventually pick a side for it to wrap up an episode or an arc or a story or a character. But most of the time, a show or a movie will make it where there's both sides presented and allows the audience to make up their own mind. This episode doesn't do that. It's like, it's a straight line. You better believe what we're saying and eat the slop because this is what you're going to get. This is not entertainment. This isn't even a sci-fi show epicness. This is not entertaining. This is do what we say or you're just, you know, an evil person. How is this Doctor Who? Compare this episode to anything. To the Christopher E. era. David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi. This wouldn't fly. This episode is just straight dog shit, dog water. It is boring. It's unbelievably slow paced. There is no action. There isn't a single moment of tension. I'm like, yeah, everyone's going to get out of... I never felt like any of the characters were in danger or like anything was going to happen to any of them, the good or the villain. I'm just like... This is a waste of time. Thankfully, we only have a couple more episodes left because this season has been confirmed to only have 8. And it also has been confirmed that this is supposed to be the last season of Shutagawa. I'm kind of curious because the ratings have been so low. The ratings, the viewings for this season, and especially just this episode, they've been lower than the 8th Doctor, which, if you guys don't know, the 8th Doctor got such low ratings and viewings and, attention that it put the show on a 16-year break. I have a gut feeling, because they also have said that they've shot the regeneration scene for Shutagawa. Either they're going to cancel Shutagawa, he's not going to show up again. Everything in this 60th anniversary specials and everything for Shutagawa season 1 and 2, it's going to be non-canon. They're going to reboot the franchise again with an actor that's not gay and then making sure the Doctor's not gay. Give us back the good old days of David Tennant, Matt Smith era. Or the franchise is just going to get put on ice for a while until they can get rid of Russell T. Davies and the rest of these people that are just complete utter morons. I honestly would like the latter. I don't want the show to continue. And as a Doctor Who fan, that hurts me to say, but we need fresh, innovative stories. We need this show to actually be what the show is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about timey-wimey stuff and not this other political agenda, socially driven bullshit being shoved down our throats every single episode. It needs to be entertainment. It's supposed to be family-friendly, and this is not. That's my rant. That's my review of Doctor Who, the story, and the engine. I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.